Hey guys, welcome to Shadow Skull Studios. I'm Raeven. We're back with another Friday deck list today. This one, it's another Graveyard Recursion deck. I know I've been on those lately. I just really love Graveyard Recursion decks. Love Reanimator. Having the Graveyard as a second hand is always fun. I'm also working on a Mardu Storm deck because of the new Strixhaven set that came out. There's also a bunch of the Lorehold cards in this deck too because they care about cards leaving your graveyard, which is why I had to build this deck. My Mardu pre-release deck I did was pretty good, but sadly this time I did not get in top 8, and I tried streaming it, but internet was crap. Anyway, if you enjoy my content, guys, please like and subscribe for more stuff in the future, or just comment down below for the YouTube algorithm what you'd like to change about the deck, what like other weird commanders you would like me to try and build around, and yeah, let's go ahead and get into the deck list, guys. And this deck is not perfectly polished. I've been testing out, trying to fit more Graveyard Recursion in the deck, trying to fit more synergies, more combos, stuff like that. The deck cannot go infinite, but the deck does work pretty well. It's a very resilient deck, I would say. But let's get into it. Commander is Terra. Being in combat, we mill 2. She gains flying, and if she deals combat damage to a player, we may pay 2. If we do, return target creature with power 3 or less from our graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So, pretty simple, pretty easy. Our first creature is Abigail, because we can shut off our opponent's stuff. They get some ability counters. Pretty easy, and flying First Strike Lifelink is always pretty good. We have Alicia who laughs at Fate. She attacks, put a counter on it. Being of her instep, if we attack this turn, return target creature with mana value less than or equal to her power to the battlefield. So more Graveyard Recursion. Alicia who smiles at death. When she attacks, we can pay Orzhov or Orzhov, optional. If you do, return target creature with power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped and attacking. More Graveyard Recursion. Angel of Destiny can get grabbed by Alicia, and either Alicia's or Terra, so pretty optimal. When it deals combat damage to a player, you and that player each gain that much life. And then at the beginning of your end step, if you have at least 15 life, then your starting life total, each player destined to only attack this turn loses the game. So, pretty much is a win con. We have Aurelia for the combats, so Angel Destiny can hit more people. Big Mother Mauser is easy to grab from the graveyard. It enters with counters. When it attacks, we get extra counters, and if it dies, we make a bunch of dudes. Blood Artist, because our creatures are going to die. We have a bunch of sack outlets, so we can drain life. Braids Arisen forces our opponent to keep their board controlled or let us draw cards. Combustible Gear Hulk. Either we burn our opponents and we fill our graveyard, or we're going to draw 3 cards, which 6 mana for 6/6 first strike, and drawing 3 is pretty good. Disciple Bolus, life gain, card draw, sack outlet. Distinguished Conjurer, life gain, Soul Sister, and we can flicker a thing. Atlas Ilkor, Soul Sister, and a Blood Artist. Or I guess a Zulaport. Cutthroat. Felden of the Third Path is pseudo Graveyard Recursion because I'm going to just make a copy. Garrison Excavator. Since we're going to have creatures leaving our graveyard, we can make 2/2 red and white spirit creatures. Gev, Scaled, Scorch. Since we have some impact tremor effects, our creatures will hopefully be entering with extra counters. God Eternal Ketra. Basically, it can, when we cast creatures, this is a creature heavy deck. We can make creature tokens, 4/4s with vigilance are pretty good. And if she dies, she gets shuffled in the deck. And if she still ends up in our graveyard for being milled, she can be grabbed with either Alicia, who laughs at Fate, and Terra. A card I really like is Hardened Academic. Discard a card, it gains lifelink, and when one of our cards leave your graveyard, put one counter on it. So pretty good. Hissing Iguana, Blood Artist, but with damage instead of loss of life. Lunarch Veteran is a Soul Sister, but we flip it over. It's kind of a life gain Blood Artist. Master of Cruelties, another win con. Metropolis Reformer. It's a pretty good blocker that both Alatia's and our commander can grab. It gives us, personally, hexproof, and when it's dealt damage, we gain that much life. Midnight Reaper. When our creatures die, we're going to take damage and draw a card. Needham Forum Conciliator. When we cast a spell we don't own, but when we counter each creature we control. And we're going to be sacking creatures to steal our opponent's instants and sorceries. Thari Sun's Glory. We're going to be making a bunch of dudes, and he can be grabbed back with Laughs at Fate and Terra. Pious of Angel is a Blood Artist or a Soul Sister. Perforos is an Impact Tremor ability. Raphael gives all of our attacking stuff Double Strike. Tough Turtle is an Impact Tremor. Raph and Leo is extra combats. Shadrix can make us dudes, draw cards, put counters to each of our creatures, and we get to politic with one another player. Solemn, just ramp. Soul Sister for life gain. Suture Priest, life gain. And if our opponent goes wide, we're going to punish them with loss of life. 3-fold Gear Hulk gets grabbed by 3 of our guys, and on attack, we're going to make a bunch of dudes, and we can sack artifacts to put one counters on it. Witch Enchanter is going to be removal for artifacts and enchantments. Witty Roastmaster, Impact Tremor ability. Yahini is going to be a beatdown effect. And if we end up blowing up our opponent's creatures, he's going to get really big. Zulaport Cutthroat for Aristocrats. Those are the creatures. Let's go into sorceries. We have Beacon of Unrest for Graveyard Recursion. Damnation for a board wipe. Living Death if we end up filling our graveyard too much in our field. We'll trade them off. Dawn's Truce for protection. Deflecting Swat for protection. Dismember for removal. Return the Favor is for mostly just shenanigans. It's a really good ability for copying instant sorceries or triggered abilities. And then we can also change the target of a spell or ability. Surge of Salvation to protect our board. Tragic Slip for removal. And Wake the Dead is for if we just need blockers. There we go. For artifacts, we have Altar of Dementia for mill. Arcane Signet for ramp. Arc of Hunger for life gain. And we can also mill a card and we can play it that turn. So really good card. Ashnod's Altar for ramp. Bitterthorn, this is Animus for ramp. Bontu's Monument for life gain. Drain our opponents every time we cast a creature spell. Commander Sphere for ramp. Key to the City to make our commander unblockable. Lightning Greaves to protect our stuff. A Catcher's Monument to make our board go wide. Phyrexian Altar for ramp. Soul Ring, ramp. And Whispersilk Cloak to also get our commander through. For enchantments, we're going to go really mean with Contamination to essentially hopefully turn off our opponent's lands. And we're hopefully going to have enough creatures on board we keep this around as we attack with our commander. Goblin Bombardment to shoot our opponents. Impact Tremors to burn our opponents. Nowhere to Run is removal, and it shuts off our opponent's ward and hexproof. And Ripples of Death to fill our graveyard. And hopefully we can get one of those cards if we need it. For lands, I went pretty cheap with the Verges, Pathways. I got all 3 of the Shocks. Clifftop Retreat for the check lands, Command Tower. Dragon's Soul Summit, Exotic Orchard, Godless Shrine, Chapel. Marsh Flats for a fetch. 5 Mountains, a Pathway. Nomad Outpost for a Triome. 5 Plains, Sacred Foundry, Supply Triome. Shattered Landscape for a fetch. Sunbillow Verge, of course, and 5 Swamps. So I will say too, this is also one of my cheapest decks I've ever built. If you were just to buy this entirely, $590, which is a lot of money. I'm not gonna say it's cheap, but compared to my other deck lists, I also did not go for the arts that I wanted this time because I was just mostly focusing on balancing the deck. But you've seen some other decks, they are still like around the $1,000 range, even with the cheapest cards. So this one again, cheaper cards, but hopefully it works for y'all. We'll play test, discard. Alright, we're going to draw for turn. We're going to play a Marsh Flats, lose a life, sack it, view library, and we're going to go get the Savai Triome. In play tapped. Next turn, let's go ahead and do Verge, Arcane Signet. Next turn, Blood Crypt will come and play tapped, and we'll cast our commander. We go to combat and we mill 2. Next turn, Swamp. We'll do Hissing Iguana. Yeah, we'll do Hissing Iguana. We'll go to combat, we mill 2. No creatures, so we're not going to attack. Next turn, that's pretty good. Black, black, and 1. We'll play a Braids. Go to combat, we mill 2. And we'll go ahead and we'll swing at somebody. Hopefully we hit them, tap out other 2. And we're going to get Garrison Excavator. Then we'll go to our end step, and I will say that with Braids, we sack her herself. Oh yeah, this guy's going to play tapped. And that'll just do whatever it does. Next turn, ooh, that one's pretty good, but we need card draw, which I could have had. Maybe I should have sacked Hissing Iguana, brought that out for extra card draw. Hard to say. So let's go ahead and we'll just cast Blood Artist. Go to combat, we mill 2. Flying, hit somebody, pay the other 2. And we'll grab Braids back. And when we grab Braids, we make a 2/2 Spurt. And she comes to play tapped. And our end step will sack, damage, loss of life, boop, and our opponents will do the thing. We go to turn 7. Hey, finally a land. Boop. Triome. We'll cast Perforos. We'll go to combat. We will mill. Pretty good. Hopefully we hit somebody. Pay our last 2 mana. Get that. Damage people. Da-da-da-da-da. We have X-Proof. So pretty good. Turn 7. Ooh, that's a bad hand. Let's go ahead and go here. We'll keep it. We draw for turn. Nomad Outpost and play tapped. Next toast, Command Tower. Next turn, Command Tower. We're going to do Hardened Academic and swing in for 2. Next turn, Plains, Commander, mill 2. Oof. We'll swing at somebody. Next turn, tap for a Soul Sister. Go to combat. We're going to discard. No, we'll wait. Go to combat. We mill those 2. Then we'll discard to get some lifelink. We'll discard Pious of Angel. Go to combat. Swing, swing. We're going to gain 2 on damage. We're going to pay 2 mana for Pious of Angel to come back and play tapped, and we gain another life. Next turn. Frick. We'll go to combat immediately. 1, 2. There we go. We'll swing. I'm also going to discard Disciple Bolus. And it's 2 mana to do that, so it does not matter. Anyway, we'll go to damage. We're going to gain 2 life. We're going to bring back Solemn. Solemn enters outfield. We're going to go get a land. We gain 2. View library. Let's grab a mountain. And play tapped. We still have 1 white mana, but nothing to do with it. Turn 6. Hey, land. Let's go ahead and go to combat. Swing. We mill 2 at declaration of combat. Boom, boom. Swing, swing. Hopefully we get some damage through. We'll pay the 2 mana. View library on damage. View all. We're going to grab Disciple of Bolas. Enters battlefield. Gain 2 life. Sack. Gain 2 life. Draw 2 cards. Those are lands. Turn 7. Penultimate turn. We're going to play Needle Verge. And what do I want to do? We'll pay 2 mana for Suture Priest and 2 mana for a Blood Artist, gaining 4 life. No, 5 life. Going to combat. Swing, swing. Oh, we mill 2. Whoops. We're going to discard that. Oh, she's been gaining counters, but I'm stupid. How many counters? 1, 2, 3. So that's 5 life there. And then we're going to pay 2 mana for Angel of Destiny, gaining 3 more life. So pretty good. Let's do one more check. Do I gamble with this hand? The answer is yes. So we draw for turn 1. Play our Triome. Next turn, Plains, Soul Attendant. Next turn, Sacred Foundry and play untapped. Boom, boom, boom. Cast Commander. Gain life. Go to combat. Frick. Those were lands. We needed those. Next turn. That's a pretty good one right there, honestly. Let's go to combat. Milling 2. Swinging in. We'll pay 2 mana. And we're going to grab Oketra. Because I like her. Next turn. Oof, that's not great. It could be. This could be great. We'll do Bitterthorn. Do we want to do Bitterthorn? Yes, because we need lands. Bitterthorn. Swing. Oh yeah, combat we mill 2. Other good creatures. Oh yeah, we also gain a life. Alright. Next turn. Still no lands. Kind of sad. We'll go to combat. Milling 2. Swing. 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 Hopefully we hit somebody. Pay 2 mana. And we'll grab out Reformer. Crack. To gain a life. And we also are supposed to get a land. Let's go grab a swamp. Turn 7. We've been a little behind this game. I can see we have a board now. So, let's go ahead, tap you for Abigail. And we're going to turn the Germ into a first strike lifelink and flying. Because I think it's funny. We also gain a life and we make a 4/4, so we're going to get another life. Zombie. Boom. Go to combat, we mill 2. Nice. Swing. Swing, gain life. On damage. No, we grab lands. We're gonna grab you and gain a life. So pretty easy. Turn 7, we're still doing stuff. Let's go to next game. That's a bad hand. That's better. We'll draw a card for turn. play Neilvert's Pathway. Next turn, Plains. Next turn, Mountain, Reformer. Next turn, cast Hardened Academic. Swinging in for 2. Next turn, Neilverge will turn over into Grimclimb. With that, I'd say let's go ahead and cast Commander. Boom. Go to combat, we mill 2. And she has to deal the damage, so it doesn't matter. Turn 6. Not great, but we will do a Blood Artist? No. Let's do Gev. Go to combat, we mill 2. What's in our grave? Aeless Core? Yeah. Swing at somebody. Hopefully deal damage. And we're going to grab Aeless Core. We'll enter with a counter if we dealt damage to a player. And then Hardened Academic against a counter. Turn 7. Last turn. Let's do Zulaport. Go to combat. That's a Hissing Iguana. That's pretty good. Swing, swing. But we're also going to discard Alacia to gain life. So we're going to gain 1, 2, 3 life. 3 damage to an opponent. Pay the 2. We're going to grab Alacia instead of Hissing Iguana. And she's going to enter with 2 counters because we'll have swung at 2 different opponents. Then go to our instep, and then we grab Hissing Iguana, so we gain 2 more life. So pretty good. Let's do one last one, because I'm just actually having fun with this deck. I want to make this deck work. We will draw. Clifftop Retreat and play tapped. Next turn, Clifftop, or Blood Crypt, then Clifftop Retreat. No 2 drops, sadly. Next turn, Mountain, Commander. Go to combat, we mill 2. Have 2 lands, that's fine. Next turn, Swamp. We'll do... Huh. So many choices. Let's do Reformer. Go to combat. Milling 2. Both good options. Next turn, Swamp. Witty, no. Let's do a Catcher's Monument. Go to combat, we're going to mill 2. Swing, and we'll swing at somebody else. Pay R2 on damage. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to look at this. And we're going to grab Aurelia. So, that one's pretty good. Next turn, we're going to cast Witchy Roastmaster, make a 1/1 white warrior. Go to combat, we mill 2. Swing, swing, pay 2 mana. And we're going to grab Master of Cruelties. Dealing damage to each of our opponents. Turn 7. Ooh. This is a good one. Oh, we forgot to go to our second combat, which would have milled that too. Okay. So this time, I wish I had more mana. Honestly, just play Lightning Greaves. Eek. Our way to put Thunder Gearhulk into the graveyard. If only I had a hardened academic in my hand. Okay, let's go to combat. Windmill 2. That's pretty nice. Swing, swing, pay 2 on damage. And we're going to grab... So many options. Let's grab Alicia for more graveyard recursion. Honestly. There's Vassal tapped. Go to second combat. Mill 2 more. Pay 2 on damage. And I guess we'll grab Zulport for in case our opponent's board wipe. But yeah, that's the deck, guys. I hope y'all enjoy. Turn 7s are always pretty decent, even on low mana. But, of course, even if we... As long as we can get our commander out, we can start getting stuff. That's fine. So as long as you can cast a commander, we've been able to cast our commander. But yep, I hope y'all enjoy, and I'll see y'all guys again next week. Bye-bye.